I'd be scrolling on my phone while Maghrib time passed. I'd say, I'll pray in 5 minutes, and those minutes, you know, would disappear. I'd pray half asleep, sit in bed, whispering the words like I was checking a box. Okay, now let's sit and talk. Okay, my story started in my 20s. My prayer felt more like pressure than peace. I thought it was supposed to make me feel something profound every time, but I didn't. And instead of digging deeper, I started to hide from it. I told myself I'll get better one day when life slows down, when I'm older, when I feel ready. But actually, that one day it never came, and slowly my relationship with prayer and Allah became like background noise, something I heard but didn't listen to. Then one day, my friend, it wasn't about me anymore. I got married. Then we had a child. And suddenly, I wasn't just a man, I was someone else's model. And I remember the exact moment it hit me. She was crying in the middle of the night. My wife and I hadn't slept for a while, and when she finally calmed down, the Fajr adhan played from my phone. I looked at my daughter sleeping beside me, and I asked myself a question. What kind of man is she going to grow up watching? And I realized something important. If I don't show her how to walk toward Allah Azza wa Jal, who will? How can I raise a Muslim if I can't even pray consistently myself? And here is the twist. It didn't feel heavier at that moment. It felt lighter. Not instantly, of course, but slowly. Prayer became my relief. Because now it wasn't about me fighting laziness. It was about showing up for someone I care, I love, and someone that made it easier to show up for myself too. Now I still get tired, of course. I still struggle until now. There are still days where I whisper the words more than I feel them. But prayer doesn't feel like a burden anymore. It feels like a pause in the noise, my friend, like a return, a reset, a reminder. It's the moment where I drop everything, the worry, the anxiety, the pressure, and I just breathe and remember who's in control. 5 times a day, I got to stop and just be. And you know what surprised me most, my friend? The day I stopped chasing a spiritual high is the day I found spiritual peace. I stopped expecting fireworks, and that's when I found a home. I realized prayer isn't about performance anymore. It's about presence, just showing up, just standing, just saying, here I am again, Allah. And that's enough, my friend, because there is beauty in the repetition, in the rhythm. Not every prayer has to move you to tears. Some just have to move you out of your head and into your soul. Maybe, my friend, that's why we're told to pray 5 times a day. Not because we're perfect, but because the world pulls us away 5 times a day. And prayer is how we pull ourselves back. Imagine if we all saw it that way, not as an obligation, but as an opportunity. What would our homes feel like? What would our hearts carry less of? What would our children learn to seek when life gets too loud? I used to think prayer was a rule I had to obey. Now I see it as a space I get to enter. So, no, it's not just ritual, it's love, it's leadership, it's relief, my friend. And maybe you one day can start today, my friend. Just think about it. So here we are, my friend. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.